Hi Aquarius and Aquarius Rising. Here's your horoscope for November 2024. I'm Astrologer Joseph Anthony. All right. We have eclipse season behind us, but now comes the major transformation that's going to take place in the months ahead and the years ahead. Now, why do I say that? Because Pluto is going to make a move this month into your sign and will stay in your first house of identity and self for the next 18 to 20 years. And so what that means is major transformation that's going to take place on every level. Now, it begins this month with your career and your sense of purpose. And so what I'm seeing here is there's either some friction at home or with your job or maybe your location or, what you're doing for work and maybe you're not happy with it. But there seems to be a lot of tension in the air as we start off the month of November. And now a lot of it also has to do with this Pluto opposing Mars right there, you see? And so this has been causing a lot of friction for everyone from the middle of October all the way into the 3rd and 4th of November. So we're going to cover that as well. But as the month begins, we have a new moon that's also going to highlight the 10th house of career. So there's opportunities abound here. The second half of the month, when the Sun enters Sagittarius and Mercury enters Sagittarius, this could be really good for socializing, interacting, and focusing on the future. And so this month is a major transformational month for many of you. This will be the month that catapults you into a new direction or a new lifestyle or a new appearance or just the beginning of major changes for many of you. So this reading is for anyone who has a sun sign in Aquarius or has a rising sign in Aquarius. This is a general sun sign reading using Western astrology, using the tropical whole house system. It has to be general because I don't have everybody's birthday and everyone's birth chart and birthday is completely different. So again, take this as a general overview. All right, so your ruler now is retrograde, as you can see here in that 4th house. So we begin the month with this sort of, I'm not sure where I want to live. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm not sure about my home life, my family, my current situation at work. So you're questioning all of that because Mercury has also been, at the end of October, been opposing Uranus. So there's been some confusion in the mix with the home life. Maybe you're thinking about moving. Maybe you're thinking about taking in a roommate. Maybe there's issues at work that you don't know if you want to be there. Maybe there's too much going on over there. It's causing too much chaos or lack of business. It could be all of these things. Remember, this is all general, and depending on your own birth chart, you'll see these aspects as a little differently. But as we begin the month, the new moon in Scorpio is highlighting this 10th house of career. It's going to be at 9 degrees of Scorpio, so wherever that is in your actual birth chart, you want to focus on there. But generally speaking, this is about opportunity, raises, promotions, getting things done at work, and you might be overwhelmed, or again, you're concerned about the bottom line and making money, or your company's undergoing some massive changes. So keep that in mind. So the next 2 weeks, there's a lot of change or sudden change in the company in some way. Okay, but there is a chance for advancement here. Okay, so if you're promoting something, or maybe you're changing your status. Whatever it is, work-related or change of status is in the works with this new moon. Now, Mercury enters Sagittarius on the 2nd, which is really a nice little alignment because Mercury does work well in Sagittarius. It loves to think, it loves to process information, it likes to see the bigger picture. And Mercury will also go retrograde this month in this 11th house. So this is the house that's naturally associated with Aquarius. And so this is all about technology, friendships, acquaintances, the future, hopes and wishes, organizations, local community. All of that falls under this umbrella. And as you can see here, Venus is already in that house. So I'm going to say that this is a very social time for many of you. It probably started back in October, but in November it accelerates even more with Mercury in Sagittarius. Now, the Mars Pluto opposition right there on the 3rd. It is at its peak on the 3rd. And so this is 2 days before the elections in the United States. And so there's a lot of tension in the air, and we're all feeling it. And so for you guys, it has to do with your identity and self, what you need to let go of, and your work environment, your daily routine, your home environment, anything to do with your feelings are going to be on the table. So there's this push and pull going on here. What should I do? Where should I go? I'm not sure. This is frustrating. And maybe you're dealing with a child. Maybe you're dealing with a real estate matter. Or maybe you're dealing with land. It depends on your actual birth chart and what you have. Okay, and so these are the topics or the general overview of what I'm seeing here, the tension-filled energy that's filling the beginning of this month. Now, the good news is Mars will enter Leo on the 4th, and this is going to make it a little bit better because Mars works very well in Leo. And so now the motivation changes, and now you're feeling more motivated, and you've got people in your life that you're focusing on because the 7th house is partnerships and relationships. And so Mars in Leo could bring you people that are very assertive, very driven, very artistic, very creative in some way. On the downside, it could bring you people with big egos, need a lot of attention. It really depends. So relationships are now on the table big time as Mars makes its way through your 7th house for at least the next 6 weeks. That's how long Mars will be in Leo. So this is going to be a major transit as well. Now, Venus enters Capricorn on the 11th. That's not a big deal. It's going into your 12th house. So you might feel some nostalgia coming on. You might feel like you need to go back to a job you used to have. Maybe you're working from behind the scenes on some deals and contracts and agreements. And maybe you're really questioning the relationships you're in because the 12th house is limitations, it's fantasy, it's, isolation, it's limitations. And when Venus is here in Capricorn, you feel very limited. You feel restrictive in some way. And maybe you just withdraw from others, and this makes 2 planets now in the 12th house. And so this could be a little bit of a tricky time in terms of wanting to get closer to someone or questioning your beliefs, questioning, your purpose, all that stuff. Because the 12th house is the doorway to these other realms of consciousness. And the imagination and the psychic ability gets enhanced when there are planets in the 12th house. So for the next 5 weeks, you may be working by yourself or working on projects, preparing for them for something else that's coming up, or just going down memory lane, about the past. So, use it wisely. Now, Saturn goes direct in Pisces on the 15th. Now, the 15th is a big day because not only do we have Saturn starting to go direct, here it is in stationary position in your 2nd house of income and value, which can be helpful over the months to come, but Saturn, remember, is the great restrictor. Saturn is the karmic symbol, which means how bad do you want it? How much effort are you going to put into it? And, and then we'll reward you later, So here, this is a very creative alignment. This is a feeling unrestricted and wanting to move forward. And so I'd say take advantage of the opportunities here as Saturn is also now loosening up where you could, make a move or a change in your financial endeavors or your investments. Now, also on the same day, we have the full moon in Taurus, which conjuncts your ruler. Now, this is big because it's in the 4th house. And it's conjunct your sign, the sign ruler. And this is about surprises. And this has to do with the 4th house, meaning home, feeling, foundation. Anything to do with those areas are going to be highlighted around this time. For instance, maybe something suddenly changes in the house and you have expenditures, like a plumbing break or something, and you have to have that fixed. Or something to do with the family members. All of a sudden they change their mind and it costs you money. Or they have an added expense. Or maybe you're buying, furniture as a surprise or something like that. Whatever it is, it's surprise filled. It seems to involve some money or money matters. It's making favorable alignments to Neptune and Pluto. So again, I'm seeing maybe you're redecorating, maybe you're remodeling, something to do with the home life, or you're around people that are very creative as well. So this could be quite beneficial in some way, but you're in for some surprises. That's the bottom line with the full moon conjuncting Uranus. Now, Pluto enters Aquarius. So let's talk about that one because that's huge. So Pluto is the great transformer. It's the sign of death and rebirth. It's the sign of deep psychological transformation. It will enter Aquarius and will stay here, I believe, until 2024, go off and on into Pisces. It will not return into Capricorn. So this Pluto going slowly through this first house is going to transform your identity, your appearance, your thinking. It'll give you a greater psychic ability. It'll give you, the ability to transform others if you go into, a position of power of some kind. But make no mistake, this is going to be a major transformation psychologically and every other way you could think of it. Okay, so beginning on this day here, think of it as your world is about to change big time in the next 20 years. And just embrace it and move forward. Fortunately, you're one of the signs that doesn't have a problem embracing change. Now, the Sun enters Sagittarius, which is very favorable for Aquarius, Aquarius rising, in the 11th house. So socializing, gatherings, community events, travel or light travel, this is all in the picture for many of you. So take advantage of this. This is good time, having fun. Sagittarius loves to have fun. And so this is all about having fun and interacting and acquaintances and all kinds of people in your life and community. So take advantage of this energy as it moves into a favorable house for you. And last but not least, we have Mercury going retrograde on the 25th, right there in stationary position. Now, it's not really a big deal. Mercury in Sagittarius is about the past. It's about your philosophy, your meaning of the past, what you've experienced, and so on. But it's really not that bad. And so it's about revisiting friends from the past, organizations from the past, situations from the past, whatever you've experienced before. But like I said, it's not going to be a big deal. The Mercury will be retrograde till December the 15th right here in this house. And the Sun will also be joining it as well. So big transformational month. Lots of change coming in inside of you. And so, embrace it all and move forward. Anyway, I wanted to share something with you. I've started a new program. I'm going to be doing monthly extended horoscope astrology. So each month I will go a little bit deeper into each sign and discuss, what's going to happen. And I'm going to be doing that in my inner circle community. So there, I teach astrology now twice a month. We do charts over famous people and, events that are going on. We have a Zoom call every Sunday. And, members get to interact and share knowledge and wisdom. And you get to ask me any questions you want about your personal chart, about what's going to happen with this sign, that sign, whatever it is. So consider joining the inner circle because we're really growing, and this could only benefit you to know a little bit more information about what's going to happen in the month ahead. All right. So I left the link down below. Have a great month, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.